we like to shake it up a bit. So first, let's bring her up with a mighty big round of applause. You know her from such amazing films as 127 Hours, Sisterhood of Traveling Pants, amazing poetry shows like The Drums Inside Your Chest, the book Bang Ditto on Manic D. What? Please give it up. The one and only, eternally beautiful inside and out, Amber Tamblyn!
I'm from the center of nowhere, performing trapeze on a strand of my ancestors' mane. I can be seen tightrope walking the telephone wires of washed up professional wrestlers, eavesdropping with my bare feet. I'm famous for my balance. I had a cameo in the 9th pew of my father's funeral Tuesday. I starred in both abandonments, the prequel for my mother and the sequel for my son. I've been in the background of my entire life. So take it from an actress who never wanted to be one. Allison, what I've been in and what you've been in ain't nothing compared to what we'll be in someday, which is a fist fight with heaven's entry fee. A wolf prison when the moon finally throws us its bone. A mediocre exchange of oxygenated vowels with the landlords of our wrinkled tints. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Casting our heartstrings into a body of acceptance speeches with the lowest of talents. Allison, do you think you'll still be able to find me famous when I tell you I'm broke? When I tell you that this drink is what keeps me going? When I can't remember either what I was once famous for? Will I still be famous tomorrow when you wake up and say to your roommate, I had a dream, I discovered the final digit of pi. It's this drunk bitch at the 32nd Street bar. To Allison Andre. I couldn't remember her name, only that we are both species. I do recall some coded interview quote of hers in the 90s, wearing too many auras, but even then she was impossible to read, drowning in the glossy undercurrents of a magazine. But in person, she is a resistance of instances, a rogue bud, tastelessly wasting my time. But her eyes, here in front of me, those diving morsels, those hippodomes of grief, I recognize their unsymmetrical trickle as my own, as though her face was an apron her mother had left stains on. Those slouched ducts like animated oil cans, like the parted beaks of birds, bracing for the impact of lightning in trees. Eyelashes as long and straight as a blade of grass in a dead man's lawn. There is no such throne, she warned me. When I asked if she was famous, I sieved through the archives of her breath. I swayed into the sallow milk of her skin, my beer sloshing head like a Hawaiian hurricane. I wanted to say, hey, I understand. I'm also an actress. I wanted to tell her about the auditions and headshots, the rejection after a long year of rejections, notes about the lip I give, the surgical encouragements, the inability to give up a dream for a casual death. I wanted to attach my tipsy limbs to her umbilical, reach in, untie all the knots, rearrange her organs like militant buttermilk clouds, turn them into safety nets for blood. Instead, I walked away from the crowd, walked back to my friends, waiting at the bar. They wanted to know what I had discovered. An upward turned shield, doing double digits on my face. I said nothing. I ordered a drink, something darker, something I could see my own reflection in. I really wanted to kick it down a notch tonight.